Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends. Greetings from the Indian Association of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgeons. On behalf of the IACTS, I extend a hearty welcome to all our guests and members of the press today. We have gathered here for the launch of IACTS Outreach program. With us on the dais, we have Dr. Vivek Jawali, Senior Cardiac Surgeon of our country and the past President of our association, Dr. B.R. Jagannath, Senior Pediatric Cardiac Surgeon and the current Executive Committee member of our association. To have a vision of what is IACTS Outreach, for the last few years we have witnessed and actively participated in the nation's glorious Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, inspired by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi's vision for a healthy India by 2047. It is our resolve through IACTS Outreach to lead cardiac health and influence people to adapt healthy heart habits. It's mainly to lead cardiac health and make every heartbeat count. A brief overview about our association, which is almost 68 years old. These are the few stalwarts who are legends, we call them in our association, which has made our country proud. Way back in 1970s, there were very hardly few centers across the country. Today, we have n number of centers in even 2-tier and 3-tier cities. Quite a lot of achievements have been done in the last few years. IACTS is going totally digital, and even our IACTS journal, which has become digital and PubMed. We have been conducting during the COVID era multiple master classes attended by more than 26 plus countries. And for the first time in the country, by the Health Minister of India, we have got inaugurated the IACTS National Database, which is the greatest asset for our country. And a number of conferences as we conduct regularly. Various workshops have been conducted across the country among all the major cities and even 2-tier, 3-tier cities. Various opportunities have been created for the youngsters, whether it is fellowship programs or mentorship at your doorsteps, or even article contributions are all open for their vision to get implemented. Shortly, the association is planning to start a center of excellence and research. We have an active website of our association, and now we are out for the general public to educate them at their doorstep through these medias, whether it is Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams, YouTube or LinkedIn. Once again, on this day, I would like to welcome all of you for the inauguration of World Heart Day. That's the IACTS Outreach. We have our team, the IACTS Outreach Committee, and the entire executive team of our association headed by 14 members across the country. Dear friends, I request you all to join in this mission of educating the public, and let's make India more healthier, making every heartbeat count. Thank you. I'm ready to answer any questions on this outreach program. We have a message from our president of our association, Dr. Zile Singh Merwal, who is the director of Fortis Institute, New Delhi.
Dear friends, greetings from Indian Association of Cardiovascular-Thoracic Surgeons. As we all know, cardiovascular diseases are the commonest cause of mortality across the globe, and India has the largest number of patients of cardiovascular diseases. We at IACTS are committed to fight against the heart diseases in our country. As cardiovascular surgeons, it is our responsibility to help our society, to educate our citizens in prevention of heart disease, and to guide them to the best possible treatment available today. Friends, as we celebrate World Heart Day 2022, I encourage you all to join the outreach program of IACTS and use all the digital platforms to reach the larger sections of the society to help them to fight against heart disease. Let's all join hands to fight against the heart diseases, and let's keep the heart of our citizens healthy. We all can make it.
Dear colleagues, Greetings from IACTS. A healthy life is the greatest gift that mankind can seek, and this starts from having a healthy heart. As proud citizens, we are commemorating 75 years of India's independence, and the time has come to strive towards independence from heart diseases. India is still a young nation which needs 130 crore healthy hearts to build a success story. We at the Indian Association of Cardiovascular-Thoracic Surgeons are committed to this cause of keeping India's hearts healthy and lively, free from diseases. We invite you to join us in this mission of improving the nation's heart health, because a hearty India is a healthy India. Together, let's make every heartbeat count. Jai Hind.
Yeah, over to Dr. Jawali, please.
The take home from this press meet is Indian Association of Heart Surgeons here at Fortis in Bangalore are holding this meet on the eve of World Heart Day. The World Heart Day is being observed every year with the sole intention of creating awareness in the world societies that deaths due to heart attack today, 18.9 deaths, 18.9 million, 1 million is 10 lakh, 18.9 is 1 crore, 1.8 crore deaths are happening around the globe by heart attack every year. If people believe in disciplining their lifestyle with simple, very easily manageable steps, almost 80% of these deaths are avoidable. And if we look at the last 1.5 to 2 decades, what has happened in Finland, Japan, Canada, America, Sweden, their entire prevention has gone to a peak where everything is minus. What has happened to India in the last 20 years is plus 100. So this is scary, and by observing some discipline in food, doing some workout every day, not smoking, addressing obesity, fat, and keeping a watch whether we are developing any diabetes, hypertension, and then managing them with the simple cares which are very easy to manage, we can avoid a lot of problem that this heart disease can manage. To spread this awareness, which is so simple to do, is this press meet, is this yearly World Heart Day on 29th September of each year. This year the slogan is your heart from heart. So we have decided, the Indian Association of Heart Surgeons, that we will create this outreach program which has been done systematically. A lot of seniors, heart surgeons, seniors in India are involved in this. And year long we will continue to do activity and whip this sentiment of awareness on prevention among Indians. And prevention, as you know, is better than cure, and prevention is possible. And the Western world has shown that, and high time we caught up with that.
Over to Dr. Jagannath, the current executive committee member of the IACTS and a senior pediatric cardiac surgeon.
Good afternoon to all of you. And I'm just continuing what Dr. Hiremat and Dr. Vivek Jawali emphasized. World Heart Day is actually to create awareness among the general public, not of how we take care of hearts, but how the heart should be taken care of by you, the general public. And therefore, we are in the process of disseminating information about the cardiac programs which are designed to keep your heart healthy. So I request all of you to reach out, follow us on whichever media that you are more familiar with, and keep up to date. Please put it into practice what we are telling you to do. Thank you.
We have a message from the past presidents of our association.
It's a proud moment for me to talk on this year's World Heart Day, because our association has gone a long way in the last 50 years in educating about heart disease and the treatment in our country, which has developed beyond my imagination. Because when I joined cardiac surgery, it was primitive. Now our specialty has reached almost all the corners of India, and every Indian is able to get the best treatment from the finest cardiac surgeons in this country. And as a past president of the association, I can proudly say that we have enough trained people to give care in all the forms of heart disease in our country. I wish everybody all the best, and please take care of your heart. Look after yourself. Take care.
On the occasion of World Heart Day, I bring you greetings from the Indian Association of Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgery. A new initiative has been launched by the association called the Outreach Program, where our aim is to try and connect with the general population at large through social media. Connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, to learn from us the latest in the diagnosis, management, treatment, and prevention of heart disease. As you are aware, heart disease can occur from the newborn age to the adulthood. Especially in the younger population, congenital heart disease is a major problem that affects 1 out of every 100 children born in this country. Congenital heart disease is otherwise serious, but if diagnosed in time and treated surgically, many of these can have very productive and useful lives ahead. My message to you is that if your child has symptoms of blueness, failure to gain weight, recurrent pneumonia, or if your doctor, while examining your child, finds a murmur in the heart, then you should get it investigated by a pediatric cardiologist. And usually, most of these conditions can today be treated very effectively and with extremely good outcomes through surgery or intervention. Once again, on World Heart Day, I wish everybody a healthy life, a healthy heart, but at the same time, please do get your heart checked periodically so that you remain free of disease, or if you do have it, then you can get it treated in time and effectively. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Bhattacharya, one of the cardiac surgeons practicing in Bombay hospitals. I had been the president of this Indian Association of Cardiac Surgeons, and it was a great privilege that I could reach this position. Today, if we have to give any message to the patient, we would like to say that no one becomes immortal by bypass surgery. We only are creating a better we are adding a longevity to the patient, and we are also providing him in a better quality of life. My general advice to the people would be that don't choose the extreme of diets. You should also see to it that you don't put on a lot of fat in your belly. Obesity should be avoided at all cost. If you are diabetic, you must control your diabetes. Keep it a very serious affair, because it is not that only heart will be affected by diabetes, but many other organs like eyes, brain, kidneys, anything can be affected by diabetes. So please see that the diabetes is a big killer, and you must see that in case if you become diabetic, please control it. Please very, very nicely control it and keep your HbA1c around 6 or low. I feel that exercise, diabetes, blood pressure, and of course, if you have a hereditary factor, please go and check up into your triglycerides and cholesterol. And there are very good medicines. If you can't tolerate something, there is some another drug, there is some another drug. Please bring down your LDL cholesterol as much as possible, preferably below 70. This would be my strong message to the general public. Thank you.
Greetings from the Indian Association of Heart Surgeons. World Heart Day on 29th of September is meant to spread awareness that heart attacks and deaths by heart attacks have truly risen in India to an epidemic proportion, when in the Western world they are going down. They are more in South than in the North. And this metabolic syndrome has many causes, but the important message is, to a large extent, it is preventable by simple precautions of eating right, working out, not smoking, controlling obesity, and watching out if you are developing any diseases like diabetes, hypertension, etc., which are very easily controllable. Indian Association of Heart Surgeons is trying its best to spread this word.
This day reminds us that we must keep our heart healthy. In India, we are seeing the tsunami of heart disease and diabetes. We all know that there are various risk factors for heart disease, which includes genetic, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and lifestyle derangement. For society, we are seeing that there are a lot many people who practice unhealthy lifestyle. Hence, this day we can take a pledge, lead a very healthy life, so that we can keep our heart healthy. Thank
On
you.
the occasion of the World Heart Day, I wish all members of the IACTS a great year ahead. We all have a lot of work to do. India is becoming the cardiovascular disease capital of the world, and there are a number of patients who need our help. We must join the IACTS Outreach program, and so that we can spread the message that cardiac surgery is safe, provides superior outcomes and better long-term results. All the very best to all the members of the IACTS, the President, Dr. Meherwal, the Secretary, Dr. Hiramat, and all members of the Executive Committee. Wish them all luck in this new endeavor. Thank you.
Any questions from the press or the audience? I am ready to answer. One is there. Can you put it forward? The question is from one of the press members, how to take of our heart in this urban environment of continuous pollution?
Yeah, it's a very good question. See, there are certain risk factors which whole Western world, whole world recognizes. But in India, there are something more special is happening. There is some genetic cause where this metabolic syndrome, middle obesity, more diabetes, more hypertension is affecting. But at the same time, there are some emerging new risk factors, and pollution is one of them. And if you look at Indian map, you would see a horizontal, huge, thick line on the north, going all across the north, where the pollution is highest. And these small particles by which we measure the pollution, almost whole of India, the pollution is unacceptable. And we have no clear-cut data, clear-cut connection to show that how it is affecting increased heart attacks in India, but the doubt is very thick. And to control, as I told you, as a nation, we must make sure that our water, drinking water, our food that we eat, the air that we breathe is, of course, more pure. But at a personal level, at your level, you must watch your diet, you must do some workout every day, you must not smoke. And if there are any risk factors emerging like obesity, especially the central obesity, diabetes, blood pressure, etc., you should keep a watch and control them immediately. Today we have very good tests, very good medicines, and the lifestyle can be a complete changer. So those basics are very, very easily doable. That is about prevention. But your question drew attention that whether you are rich, poor, or whoever you are, you have to breathe the same air. And the kind of junk food that more and more new generation is eating, which is dangerous, which is going to spoil their lives, that also has to be looked at very seriously. The only war on which we have shown some semblance of victory in India is smoking. We have made a dent in the smoking habits of this country, but rest of the things are yet to be done. And we need media's help to drum up the awareness on this. It can't be done just by government or just by organizations like us. Everybody has to join voice. Thank you.
Any more questions from the audience? Yeah, more people are getting heart attacks in the gym. Is strenuous exercise that dangerous?
Yeah, with the stories of some of the film youngsters, the attention was drawn to gym. The gyms need to be properly regulated. What kind of trainers are there? Are they qualified? So some kind of regulation on the quality of the training of the gym trainers. When you join a gym, have you checked yourself medically? Are you fit to do all that? Both the things are important. And of course, some kind of accreditation of the equipment that exists in gym. But most important is a person who starts gymming and slowly gets more and more into strenuous gymming, his health and his heart has to be perfect. So some kind of a screening is important. Say you want to join marathon, you want to start training for marathon. There are now all hospitals like ours, packages available for heart screening. And it's a good idea to get a screening and then go ahead. Any more questions? Thank you very much for attending this press meet and encouraging the Indian Association of Heart Surgeons, IACTS, to start this program year-long. And with your blessings and with the media support, we could have some dent in this and some palpable results in changing the habits of the society. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of the Indian Association of Cardiovascular and Vascular Surgeons, I thank all the guests and the press team members for joining us today.